There are moments the body doesn't believe are over. You grow older, the calendar churns forward, entire chapters of your life pass, but a part of you stays trapped in a single scene, replaying it in the dark. Not out of choice, not out of weakness, but because the nervous system marks certain experiences as unfinished. Trauma isn't just the event, it's the loop. It's the mind's attempt to complete what it couldn't survive fully the first time. People describe it without knowing they're describing time travel. It keeps happening again. I know it's irrational, but it feels real. I don't know why this still affects me. The body answers, because it never ended. A traumatic memory doesn't file itself away like the others. It fractures. Sensation breaks from narrative. Emotion breaks from time. The moment becomes untethered, floating outside the timeline of your life, waiting for integration. That's why triggers feel like teleportation. A sound, a tone, a posture, a smell, and suddenly the nervous system yanks you backward. This isn't just remembering, you're reliving. In that instant, your body behaves as if the past is the present, as if danger is happening now, as if the loop has reopened for the 100th time. And I do understand that it sounds paradoxical, but the loop exists because the body wants to protect you. It replays the memory in small, fractured flashes because it's searching for a different ending. The moment you didn't fight back, but wish you had. The moment you needed comfort, but received silence. The moment you wanted to run, but froze. The loop is the psyche's unfinished sentence. It repeats until you learn the language it's speaking. If you pay attention, you'll notice that trauma has its own physics. Time inside the memory moves differently. Seconds feel like hours. Years pass without emotional distance. The past leaks into the present without permission. People often say, "I don't feel like myself when this happens." But what's really happening is that two versions of you are attempting to occupy the same moment, the one who lived the event and the one who survived it. The loop is where they collide. Talking helps, yes. Understanding helps. But loops don't break from logic. They break from ritual. Ritual is how humans tell the nervous system, "This ended. I'm here now. You can come with me." Some people need movement, walking in circles until the mind realizes the loop is under their control. Some need sound, humming, chanting, or breathwork that regulates the vagus nerve. Some need storytelling, retelling the moment slowly, gently, with agency restored. Ritual might seem like superstition, but what you're actually looking at is somatic punctuation. It tells the body where the sentence ends. There's always a point, quiet, almost invisible, when the loop slows. The body exhales without permission. The memory softens around the edges. A little more space opens between then and now. That's what healing looks like, not erasing the loop, but widening the present until the past can no longer dominate it. The strangest thing happens when a trauma loop finally integrates. The memory doesn't vanish, it transforms. What once felt like a curse becomes a kind of compass, an inner signal that points toward what matters. Over time, the loop becomes less about suffering and more about understanding. It becomes a reminder of who you were, who you needed, and who you are now capable of becoming. The loop ends when you return to yourself. If trauma is time that froze, healing is that time thawing, not through force, not through forgetting, but through presence, a word I say a lot. Steady, compassionate, ritualized presence. The body stops reliving the past when it trusts the present enough to stay, and that trust builds slowly, like dawn. The loop, it doesn't end because you defeat it. It ends because you finally arrive.